primary education system, there should be mentorship program in schools and universities where teachers like Guru provide individual guidance and foster strong emotional bonds with students. Yes, this is a challenge in the fast-driven educational world. The second and very important is incorporating mindful practices. Today we are very fast technologically driven, but also because of that we are very stressful because we want to achieve everything in a very fast-paced way. So the schools, from the very basic, from the very beginning, from the primary section, the schools should involve meditation and yoga practices. They should involve Kriya Yoga from the very primary basis of the school, because only yoga and mindfulness can nurture the students so that they can have ethical behavior and they can become a very responsible citizen of this country. And it is very important for the emotional well-being of the students. So this, I conclude that today's modern education system can benefit by adopting elements of spiritual pedagogy by focusing on personalized learning, mindfulness and character development. Thank you and have a nice day. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
We have the next presenter, Rajiuddin Ahmad. Rajiuddin Ahmad, please. नहीं आप आगे आप एसेंस बताइए उन्हें अपलोड करते हो
आपको व्हाट्सएप पे
ओके नेक्स्ट वन यू हैव टी संतोष देन वेमुला शरद बाबू प्लीज कम यू प्रेजेंट योर एसेंस ऑफ द पेपर in 3 minutes. Vemula Sarath Babu would enlighten us about the ethical and cultural considerations in the technological conservation of indigenous knowledge systems. Please, go ahead.
Good morning everyone. Good morning sir. My today presentation is I am Sharad Babu from MNR PG Teacher Education College. I am working as assistant professor. Today this topic is ethical and cultural considerations in the technological conservation of indigenous knowledge system. So we are discussing from yesterday onwards about the indigenous knowledge system, where our knowledge system located, how we can recognize and how we can preserve, like that we are discussing so much. So in that point of view we are discussing today. My paper it is how the ethical and technological cultural considerations in the technological conservation of Indian knowledge system. So how the Indian knowledge system evolved from ancestors to nowadays, how we are preserving, how we are practices our knowledge system, all our knowledge system generally they in our traditions and customs and practices, what we are practices in the so far and the ancestors and nowadays also it is have by the our unique traditions and also practices and beliefs. So our knowledge system all about that, and also in ethical considerations and how the technology through the technology how we are going to preserve, or now how we are conserve our indigenous knowledge system. We are more about that. So whenever we preserve or conserve our knowledge system, Indian knowledge system, some type of things, bad things also happen, like that. For example, if we translate our knowledge system into the technological or preserve or copy to somewhere, so some copy things or ethical things also made bad things happen, like that. So we need to aware about how we can transfer our knowledge, Indian knowledge system, to the present era, present system. So ourselves also we don't know very much about our knowledge system, where it is located, how our culture, how our culture and our ancestor knowledge practices we don't know very much. But nowadays in our culture, in our knowledge system, our roots, so our practices, our beliefs, all about our knowledge system. So we need to aware about how to preserve and how we are going to maintain and how to transfer generation to generation also very important. That is the reason in that point of view uh, we have to make the strict policies, frameworks, and also policy frameworks also very important to conserve the Indian knowledge system. In that regards, we have to advocate essential safeguard to indigenous knowledge system and establish legal provisions and protections, and also promote equitable access to resources. So, and ensure that indigenous knowledge, indigenous communities. So, through the communities, through the practice of communities, through the acceptance of communities only, we can transfer the knowledge. Some communities, some places, few people are not interested to share their knowledge also. So we have to give trust to them. Then only the people will give access to transfer more knowledge and generation to generation. Not possible. Many of our knowledge culture and traditions, but when we have to transfer we have to preserve our knowledge. We need to take acceptance from the people who they are practiced very well. If we will give the, yes sir, if we will give that much of trust only, they will give the access to transfer our knowledge. In this regard, we have to consider what are our ethics, what are our cultures, and how this present technology, how it is useful to conserve our Indian knowledge system also very important. In that regard, we have to cumulative. We have to collaborate with our cultural people or safeguard our Indian knowledge system. This is my paper presentation. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes. Now we have Mr. Fizal Shaikh, Livankar and Sahaja, all three one paper. Okay, it's right. Sorry. We have a paper on traditions of yoga and their epistemological roots in the context of modern intellectual discourse.
Yes. Namaste everyone. I am Faisal. I am working as a clinical psychologist in Prakruti Charitable Foundation, that is in Banjara Hills. So I am also a volunteer in Ramakrishna Mutt. According to my paper, it is nothing but a traditions in yoga, and I want to simply briefy that yoga is nothing but we have 8 limbs of yoga, that is yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana and samadhi. Samadhi is the highest stage of meditation, right? And the thing, yoga is a very huge thing, and we have to what we call gain the knowledge, and we have to experience in a simplest way, like those who are followed yogic life, like Swami Vivekananda, as Priyanka, my fellow presenter, explained very well. Like example, we can take Ramakrishna Mutt logo. In that logo, we have 4 things. One, it is serpent, that is represents Raja Yoga, and flowing water, it's continuously flow, it is represents Karma Yoga, and blooming flower, that is represent of Bhakti Yoga, and rising sun, it is nothing but it represents Gnana Yoga. The 4 principles of this Ramakrishna Mutt represents the 4 yogas. That is itself the this logo is designed by Swamiji itself, because his ideology is to implement these 4 yogas in every human, because these are the 4 pillars of this human lifestyle, yogic lifestyle. The great thing in our Indian culture is our Indian culture itself is yogic life, therapeutic lifestyle, and something to this. How we practice yoga? By like these are the very good source to us to know about every limbs of Indian knowledge system, like Ayurveda, yoga, Vedic maths, everything. And second thing is by inculcating Indian knowledge system in pedagogical disciplines. So like this we can enhance our knowledge, and we have to bring back that title Vishwaguru for India. Jai Bharat, Jai Mata. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Madhuri. Yes. She is our PhD scholar. She explains about the relevance of entrepreneurial skill development from Indian literature with reference to contemporary education. Madhuri, రెండు మీరు
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. Instead of Madhuri ma'am's place, I'm just coming and yeah. I'm Dr. Y.S. Shobarani from the Bharati College of Education. Yeah. Now, welcome to this conference. Very happy and fortunate to be part of this IKS, and I would like to present on Guru Shishya Parampara with Indian reflections. Guru Shishya Parampara with Indian reflections. We understand that Guru Shishya Parampara is our tradition, and it is an ancient tradition which denotes a succession of teachers and disciples, and it is deeply rooted in ancient scriptures and spiritual traditions, embodies a sacred bond between the Guru and Shishya. Now, Guru's role is a spiritual guide, imparting not only academic knowledge but also ethical, moral, also spiritual wisdom